Shadow Warrior 3. Devolver Digital's third entry to their absurd ninja shooter gets even better. In Shadow Warrior 3, players return to the shoes of Lo Wang as he brings his signature katana to a gunfight, stop an overwhelming demon army from taking over the world using a variety of free-running movements. The gameplay hasn't changed much from its previous titles. Players still slice and dice their way to victory. The only difference now is that slaying these abominations comes with style. It's coming to the PC sometime next year. Deathloop. A breath of fresh air compared to most of the upcoming first-person shooters, combining Groundhog Day's time anomaly and Bioshock's fluid shooting action. Deathloop is a vibrant FPS with so much happening in between. They already stirred enough intrigue for the title by pulling in the hitmakers of the Dishonored series, Arcane Studios. We caught a glimpse of the mind-bending story of rival assassins, Colt and Juliana, in a strange world caught in a loop, one vying for escape and the other fighting to keep everything as it is. Coming sometime this 2021 for the PC and PS5. Second Extinction. A new IP that pits a team of 3 against a horde of mutated dinosaurs that roam the planet. As a co-op title, teamwork is a vital part of this shooter. A combination of weapons, items and abilities are required to survive its relentless waves of bloodthirsty creatures, all in the effort to reclaim Earth. It's currently on Steam's early access and the reviewers are advising players to bring a friend along, otherwise the journey might be frustrating. It's also coming out to the Xbox One and Series X sometime this 2021. Bright Memory. Yet another ambitious video game from China. This fast-paced first-person shooter builds its own identity by mixing a futuristic metropolis with an oriental motif. It still has a long way to go before its major release this 2021, and from the looks of its gameplay trailer, it's looking pretty insane so far. Not only does it wow players with its stylish shooter combat, it also presents a story where a supernatural threat has invaded the world. Expect stunning visual effects in its high-speed 3D combat as it comes out to the PC, PS4, Series X and Xbox One next year. Stalker II. One of the classic shooters from a bygone era is finally coming back. This immersive first-person shooter takes players into a massive irradiated wasteland. This seek embraces the next-generation technology with the use of the Unreal Engine 4. It's now going full open world with brand new gameplay elements. This journey isn't a walk in the park. The horror elements and non-linear story will lure players into its unforgiving lands. It's coming out as a Microsoft exclusive sometime this 2021. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. The Rainbow Six name isn't going away anytime soon. With Siege taking over the list of great first-person shooters in recent memory, Quarantine tweaks the formula a bit to bring in a whole new shooter action for new and old fans. The biggest change of Quarantine is the direction they're going. It's not the Rainbow Six we generally know. Players are no longer facing other players. Instead, a wave of extraterrestrial threat poses as the game's main antagonists. The rest is still a mystery, unfortunately. It's coming out sometime next year for all major platforms excluding the Switch. Warhammer. From the creators of Vermintide comes a brand new tale set in the expansive Warhammer 40K universe. It's set inside the hive city of Tertium, and within its walls rise the heretical cult known as the Admonition. Much like its aforementioned entry, Darktide focuses on a first-person co-op action where players team up with friends in an effort to quell a legion of enemies. There's not much details available yet, but the game is slated for a 2021 release for the PC and Series X. Halo Infinite. It's unfortunate that we don't get to see Master Chief debut alongside Microsoft's Xbox Series X. The only thing we can do is hope that the delay will finally bring Halo back to its roots. Infinite takes open-world shooting like never before. It makes use of the Series X's impressive technology so that players can enjoy a grand space adventure with friends. It's still in development and the latest gameplay trailer is quite polarizing for old and new fans of the series. We'll find out once the game comes out sometime next year. Witchfire. Dark fantasy meets first-person shooter. Witchfire feels like a love child between Doom and Dark Souls. The first teaser trailer was revealed back in 2017 and showed your character blasting off skeleton armies with a rifle. Developed by the team behind The Vanishing of Ethan Carter and the fast-paced Bulletstorm, it's a narrative-driven adventure with heavy shooter elements. This combination of two of their iconic titles make Witchfire a promising shooter. It's slated for a 2021 release and it's coming to the PC so far. Far Cry 6. The next chapter to Ubisoft's acclaimed first-person shooter isn't straying too far from its established formula. 6 takes the action to a whole new direction as players step into the shoes of an insurgent determined to topple down a fascist empire led by Anton Castillo, portrayed by the iconic Breaking Bad actor Giancarlo Esposito. A massive open world awaits the lowly rebel. Players will be torn when making big decisions that impact the story. 6 aims to become more than just a shooter in this upcoming installment. Coming this 18th of February for all major consoles excluding the Switch.
How you doing?
Or take a risk and operate in plain sight of Castillo's assholes. Go ahead and hide.